Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Hadn't been on here in a minute. Just been working hard, working a lot now. But anyway, you know what? As I was driving along throughout California, heading back to here to Arizona, I was wondering. So I was thinking about something. What happened to the middle class? Where's the middle class? There is no more middle class. It's either poor or rich. You either one or the other. There's no in between no more. They doing a good job in the office of trying to get rid of that. I don't like to be too political with you all. I got views from both sides, but you know, you either rich or poor. They say if you lose your job, can you go at least 9 months without on savings? If you can't go at least 9 months, then you're poor. Well, that's a lot of us. A lot of us can't. We just paycheck to paycheck. We can't even go one paycheck without losing. You know. But it seems like you either. I mean, with the way inflation has gone up and the pay rate isn't going up to it. It isn't going up to match it. It's still low. 20 an hour that's poverty now. It's still poverty. That's not you're not rich off that. You're not gonna you barely can make it by yourself with $20 an hour unless you're working overtime. Unless there's a lot of overtime on the job. If you don't have a lot of overtime on that job, you're not gonna make it. You know. You got to make at least $30 an hour now just to really make it by yourself. And I feel bad for people making 16 and 17 an hour. Because you're not making no money. You're not able to make it. You got to have a roommate. You got to have a roommate just to make it. That's making it by yourself, and that's sad. That's not a good way to live. Why would you want to live like that? Well, you got to have a roommate. You got to depend on other people, somebody else, in order for you to make it. What if they decide they don't want to pay their share of the rent? They don't want to. What if they're nasty? Anything. That's definitely not a good way to live. I don't want to live like that. Well, I'm depending on other people to come up with their portion of the rent or portion of the whatever, the mortgage, wherever y'all at, in order to make it. And that's why too you got a lot of couples that are unhappy with each other, but they're stuck. It's like, where else you gonna go? Where else they're gonna go if they leave one another? Some of them are stuck. So they're just putting up with that mess all because of the pay. They can't make it on their own. They don't have enough money to make it on their own. I just feel bad for a lot of people out there. It's sad. It's sad what's going on nowadays. All I tell people, just hang in there. Hang in there. Things should get better. Hopefully, I hope things do. Hope it gets better. Hope it turns out all right. I mean, some has to happen. Some, it's everything's a circle. It goes around in a circle. It's bad one for 10 years and then good and then whatever. But man, I don't know when it's gonna get back good. I mean, people are everybody's depressed. I've been depressed. I have anxiety. I'm guilty of that. I've been down. It's tight. It's tough. It's tough out here. It's hard out here. Eggs are going up. Groceries. All groceries are going up. Just the grocery shopping is going up. But like I said, the pay isn't. People are still making. There's people out there still making $13 or $14 an hour, and they are not making it. They are living with somebody. Or living in a shelter somewhere. Or living in their car. It's tough out here. But what happened to the middle class? It's like you got to make 150,000, 120,000 a year just to really be considered what's middle class, and still not have that many bills. Still not have them. Have your overhead low. You want to have your bills low, just to make it. You need about 120,000, 130,000 really just to make it by yourself. Or for sure, you need at least about 90. Making it on your own is living by yourself in an apartment or in your house if you already have a house. But houses, the interest rates are so high right now. So, but what happened to the middle class? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. They I don't know where it's Congress, the White House, or whoever. They're doing a good job of getting rid of that. They really want poor or rich. They don't like middle. They want you poor or rich, one or the other. And it's sad, it's people are down, people are going through it. So, but I guess you have to just pray about it and put it in God's hands and work. You still got to work. Faith without work is just dead. You still got to get out there and work. And I want to say take risks, but you got to take some calculated risks. When you're dealing with businesses and stuff like that, when you want to do on your own. But it's tough. I don't know what happened to the middle class, poor or rich. But you tell me. You guys leave comments down below and let me know. But go ahead and like this video, subscribe to this channel, and comment down below. Let me know if you feel this video is deemed worthy of a donation. It's $ Larry Love 82, Larry Love Jr. 82 $ on Cash App. So you guys can look at it in the description bar. But hey, you guys take care. Let me know. Let me know in the comment section what you think of this video. What you think? What happened to the middle class? What's going on? What do you think is going to be the resolution to all this? The solution to all this, that is. All right. You guys be safe out there. Until then, I'll see you next video. Y'all take care.